2025 Carling Currie Cup. Already with some excitement, with one of the sides in round one getting an unexpected win over the Toyota Cheetahs. That was the return of the Boland Cavaliers with Currie. And it's great to see some youngsters out in the stands. They've come out in number. A couple of big Pretoria high school derbies. One just up the road. Appie's taking on Vodacom. And well, what a way to finish off what has been a fantastic day of rugby. Once more, it's been an awesome Saturday. Families coming out. Make Loftus a fortress again. That was the call during the URC. And here in the Carling Currie Cup, well, the Vodacom Blue Bulls have looked really good. Here's some of the action that has happened this weekend. Yesterday, the Toyota Cheetahs bounced back with a win over the Ailing Pumas, 42-25. And earlier on, the Fidelity ADT Lions beat the DHL Western Province 40 points to 19. We're here for the Vodacom Bulls versus the Hollywoodbets Sharks, and tomorrow, to finish off a weekend of lovely Carling Currie Cup action, it will be the Sanlam Boland Cavaliers taking on the Suzuki Griquas. Here is our points table, our Carling Currie Cup log of 2025. The Fidelity ADT Lions dominating things, 2 games, 2 wins, right on top. The Vodacom Bulls will be hoping to put some pressure on the Lions with a win here, and the Hollywoodbets Sharks, last year's champions, still searching for their first win. Here is the arrival of the Hollywoodbets Sharks. So many youngsters in the side. Head coach JP Peterson, the perfect person you would think, considering his career and the pathways he took. Couple of experienced players like Lee, Marvin Mazibuko will be welcomed nicely. So here it is, previous encounters very close between these two sides. It's pretty much 2-2, and then what an incredible 2024 Carling Currie Cup semi-final. 40 all, went to extra time, and because the Hollywoodbets Sharks scored more tries, they were rewarded. And my goodness, you want to talk about how big that semi-final was. The final was even more dramatic, where they took over on the Fidelity ADT Lions and beat them in the dying seconds. So much drama. What will today have for us? Let's take a look at what some of the coaches had to say.
JB, quite exciting times. You're back at Loftus with a young squad.
Yeah, it's always exciting at Loftus. Obviously, we've got a young team, but what a challenge to come to Pretoria with the young group and see how they're going to perform today.
What have you tried to challenge this group?
I don't think challenge. I think it's just when you play with the Sharks, you have to play a bit of pride. And it's also when you get the jersey, there's a lot of guys that played before just to keep you accountable of performance.
The Bulls, they had a good win away from home. Now you meet them at home. What do you expect from them?
Yeah, obviously the Bulls, look at the squad and the team. It's got a URC group. You can see they've been together for a couple of weeks. And obviously guys that played URC for 2-3 years. Obviously last year, good results. Finished second on the log. So yeah, Coach P was doing a great job with the group. Obviously what you can see is the physicality of the group. They're going to be a power game, and obviously they got a good kicking game too.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Kenny, first game at home after travel down to the Cape. How's the vibes in the camp?
No, it's really good. Obviously, like you said, it's good to be back home. It's you know, when you're at home, everything feels right, everything feels good. And I think after last week's outing, we're settling in. It's been a good campaign so far.
What were the things that you had to work on for this weekend, just to up your sort of side?
Well, obviously the weather change is obviously big from last week, but just a couple of things, that the processes that we've been trying to go and get familiar. It's a long campaign, and we going game for game. So there's some of those processes that we want to just tick off as we build the campaign and see that we grow through it properly.
Sharks team comes here limping from last week up against the Lions.
Yeah, they're a good team. We do know that, and it's you've seen the Currie Cup already. The Cheetahs have made a change, a turnaround from last week. So you've got to take each weekend as it comes, and that's what we're going to be doing.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
So this is what we are all here for. Fortress Loftus Versfeld. It is the Carling Currie Cup 2025 round 2 here for the Vodacom Bulls hosting the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Fans keeping nice and warm. showing some highlights from earlier on. Great to see some of the youngsters might have been out supporting their high schools. And well, those are Blue Bulls supporters, clearly. Look at that, nice and cheeky. Stern look there from the sisters. So this was the coin toss.
Can we kick off?
It was Vodacom Bulls captain Namakaba who won the coin toss and decided to kick off, apply pressure early. So here's the Hollywoodbets Sharks side looking for something positive here. So many changes, over 10 changes, a new look bench with 7, if I'm not incorrect, debutants, a lot of them playing for the junior Springboks. Big game for Yanku Purchase and Bester in the midfield. Sobahle scored the only try for the Hollywoodbets Sharks this season. Look out for him. The Vodacom Bulls will look to continue steamrolling ahead. Not many changes at all for him. Just 3 debutants added to the bench. And a very important change with Buta Chamberlain filling in for Immelman and Jaco van der Walt coming in. 2 internationals included with Apiwe Kyanki on the right wing as well. Yep, everyone getting to the edge of their seats. Will it be a revenge for the Vodacom Bulls? Not much of a sunshine, but smiles on faces. That's what we like to see. It's a decent crowd out here at Loftus Versfeld. Massive game here for the Hollywoodbets Sharks, led by former Hilton head boy Nick Hatton. The captain, vice-captain Bradley Davids, so important for the halfbacks, Bradley Davids and Sean Smith, massive for them. There he is, Nick Hatton, athletic number 8. Tino Mavesere, look out for him, he joins Nick Hatton and Yanis Potgieter on the flankers, but here's a big roar now for the home side, the Vodacom Blue Bulls, the pride of Pretoria. Massive win for them. Down in Cape Town against the DHL Western Province, their old rivals. Looking to continue that momentum, and here is one of the stars so far, an exciting captain, Namakaba, who has been fantastic. A new look, loose trio with Junior Pokomela and Jandre Rudolph there as well. Look out for them, and how good has Stedman Khan's been. We know all about Stravino Jacobs. The captain will look to solidify his name in that number 6 jumper. Depth, the key here for Piwe Nomlomo, head coach for the Vodacom Bulls. They'll be looking to lift the trophy without a doubt. Our referee, the man in the middle, youngster Sean Miller, he's been excellent over the last couple of years. Is assisted by Dylan November and Luluto Matomela. Our TMO, the experienced Marius van der Westhuizen. 1 minute. And with me in commentary, former Springbok, someone who knows a lot about these players, played with a couple of the coaches as well. Tobani Bobo.
Yeah. Now you're showing my age. what an opportunity for the Sharks team. It's a player development. JP Peterson, as you mentioned, he knows and understands that very well. He needs to have patience for all he's played to see how they manage. Yes, they are going to make mistakes, but it's how you encourage them to be brave. They want to see the fight for the jersey, fight for the players who've played before in that jersey. For the Bulls on the other side, they find themselves in a privileged position because this is the time for them to put the foot on the neck for this Currie Cup. Make a statement. It's time for Piwe Nomlomo's side to showcase how they want to develop their game. They've gone down to Cape Town, won convincingly. Now they're back at home. How can they make a statement for this Currie Cup 2025?
So important to win your home games. We know how important that is, especially for a side like the Vodacom Blue Bulls. We're almost there. Game D of round 2. It's the Carling Currie Cup of 2025. Semi-finalists of last year, the Vodacom Blue Bulls take on the Hollywoodbets Sharks, and it's Van der Walt with a very good restart. Nice and contestable, but fantastic take. Hollywoodbets Sharks retaining possession. First things first, and they look to have exited nicely. Unable to find touch. Van der Walt puts one up. Stravino Jacobs and Buta Chamberlain after it. Big hits. Bravery from John Smith. Turnover ball as well. Great work from Peter Chamberlain. Here's Marvin Ori with the skip pass. Now Makaba is there. He's allowed it to bounce. Gets past one. Lovely backdoor pass to Stedman. Hans. What a way to start off this fixture.
Oh, it's fast and furious. You can see how the Bulls want to play this game. Transfer the pressure to the young Sharks team. Contestable kick, and at the end, making sure that they can bully down the breakdown. Lots of width on that play. It's good to see a player like Namakaba starting to range around the edges. It's a brilliant offload. At the end, the Sharks survive another one. They're under pressure now.
First line out. Else finds Ori. Set up the maul.
Leave the legs. Leave the legs.
Now there's a little bit of momentum. Yeah. Got the advantage, the Vodacom Bulls. Junior Pokomela with the pick and go. There for Francois Klopper. Now Else quickly. Does he catch them off guard? Just held up.
I've got it held up, guys. We're going to go back for the penalty. Collapse number 3.
The Bulls imposing their will at start. Going straight for the driving mode. Got into momentum quickly.
Number 3, collapse.
The Sharks want to avoid 22 entries from the ball. They're under pressure now.
We have a process. If there's anything, I'll tell you.
And the surveillance from the referee. It's brilliant defense because of body positioning, getting underneath that ball and wrapping it. Not allowing the Bulls to score the try from Juan House. Now the Sharks under siege.
It's a receiver.
Pressure intensified by ill discipline. Ori this time to the front.
Leave the legs.
Ronalds is there to rip. They've got good momentum here. The Vodacom Bulls initially try. Ronalds. How often do we see the rampaging Vodacom Blue Bulls score more tries?
And that came from a tactical play. They didn't want to play any rugby in their own field. They transferred the pressure by kicking a contestable, won that ball, got the 22 entry. They first driving more to the second one, knowing that the Sharks have to make sure that their hands is dry. They don't cause anything. For Juan Else, it's his first try for the season. This is brilliant work. Look at the set, and the set was dynamic, and the players got the traction off the ground. The Sharks struggling because they splintered around. Juan Else finding that space. It's a great start from the Bulls. They show intensity. They're meaning business.
Chamberlain. First conversion attempt, and he's got it. 7 points to Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Start that you need and shows confidence of the team that won away from home. Now back at home. Where do you go? You go to your front players. Your pack is important for you to impose your will. And they do it there with the first visit and the first try.
John Smith with the restart. Sintu Manjesi does well with his back to the opposition.
Stay on side. Use it.
Berger sets up the box kick. Good deception from the scrum half. Great contest as well in the air. Hard work for Hakim Kunene.
No.
Very slow ball for the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Here's Corne Rao. One of 3 changes in the pack for the Hollywoodbets Sharks, and it's the turnover again. The Vodacom Blue Bulls miss pass from Marvin Uri. Here's Yanku Purchase. Bradley Davids, great surveyor of space, but the charge down is good from his opposite number, Berger. Sharks still have it. Bryce Calvert. Davids. Bester to Rao. Slow ball again for Bradley Davids. In the pocket is Kunene. Pikolongi Sobahle is there. Great contest. Rips it away from Chamberlain. And again, what a scrappy battle we're seeing in the trenches. Turnover. Vodacom Bulls looking to get it over the debutant, Jaco Williams. Finds John Smith. Big positional play from the youngster. First touch there on debut, Williams. Here's Chamberlain. Well, that's a miss kick. Sobachim. Perfectly placed, and it has support from Kunene. Again, struggling with their rucks, the Hollywoodbets Sharks. It's a penalty for the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Not making the dominance on the carries. And that's what has made the Bulls so quick, winning the shoulder chase and that breakdown and getting themselves to forage quicker. And the intensity of the Bulls and how they're getting themselves on the line on defensive play. The Sharks at the moment fighting fires.
Van der Vault. It's not too bad considering the angle he had to navigate.
He's not too happy with that result. Gives the ball to his forward pack up.
William Smith whispers to John Ellis. Simplifying matters, taking it to the front to Sintu Manjezi, and another penalty for the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah, discipline is going to be key for this young side. There's a time here for Namakaba to just stress the point that that's the second time, third time they've been fringing them more.
Matthew van der Vault.
Hitting the player and the supporting player, the one who lifted before the jumper was even down to the ground on the corner of the wall. Disappointing. Easy yard, another 22-inch.
Taking their time, setting up this lineup, the Vodacom Blue Bulls. Marvin Currie, the lineup specialist. So far, so good.
4, 6, 2, 1,
Reception in the front. John Ellis finds Sintu Manjezi. Namataba decides to break away from the maul. Run towards support.
Backwards.
Bulls still have it. Here's Jean-Andre Rudolph.
Tackle!
Good fight from the shot.
Berger, Manjezi. Burst into contact.
Advantage.
We have that penalty advantage for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. They're 10 meters away from the try line. Marvin Currie around the corner. Towards the left now, Berger. Jaco van der Vault wants to chip and chase here. Hakim Kunene. Again, great awareness from the fullback.
Getting there, closing up that space. Namakaba showing how much he's up for this game. Very dynamic here.
Just so great to see Kennedy Timber, Currie Cup, legend, World Rugby Hall of Famer. And you can see the kind of work he's been doing with some of the players.
No, the skill set has just been outstanding. The Sharks need to make a better effort of running away from the ball because that slows it down, and it is in the red zone where the Bulls, if they get a quick ball there, they could have scored. Something that the Bulls are starting to show now is how much it means to them to play in this Vodacom Cup, in this Currie Cup for the Vodacom Bulls.
Currie to the front this time. Jean Ellis has it.
Defense from the Sharks.
Very good defense indeed. Jean Ellis has to break away, and here come the pick and goes. That's Francois Klopper, centimeters short. Berger to Sintu Manjezi. Again, places it beautifully, puts it on a silver platter. And it's Dylan Smith, the loose head prop, who gets another one for the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Oh, it's big boy rugby. Bulls at their best, not disappointing. It's exactly what the Sharks expected. The Bulls are the ones really showing it up. Physical contest, winning the collision with heavy carry that they're doing it now inside the 22. Great carry from Sintu Manjezi, and then Dylan Smith, just a power leg drive.
So 2 more tries then for the Vodacom Blue Bulls, punishing the Hollywoodbets Sharks for their ill discipline. Chamberlain. Second conversion attempted. Peter Chamberlain strikes it nicely. 14 points for the Blue Bulls.
It's important here for the Sharks not to lose faith. Make sure that they can force change in this game, but the physicality from the Bulls, just the way that they've been so sharp over the ball, clearing it out and getting a quick ball. It's not even 3 seconds.
Smith puts it high, it's contestable. The Vodacom Blue Bulls have done well to tap it back. Now Mantaba finds Rudolph.
Good shot there from Lily Vesta.
Counter-racking. Good and aggressive as well, but the Bulls still have it. Marvin Uri around the corner. Smith playing from deep inside the 22. Hans in some space here. Great loading from Janko Purchase. Continuous play. Too much for the Sharks though. Wonderful pass from Smith to Berger. Here's Janki. Does well to avoid the touchline and just loses it in contact. How's that for intent from the Vodacom Blue Bulls?
Showing little ambition. Knowing that the Sharks kicked a contestable kick, so they could go wide with that. It's a wide exit. I mean, you'll be happy with the returns of getting the ball over to the halfway line. It's a good shot here for him.
At the end of the mark.
Purchase. It's working hard and poor Yankee dislodges that ball. Sharks have to start counting their positives. First of all, just stopping that momentum. Now they get a bit of ball. How do they transfer the pressure back onto the Bulls? How are they without the ball?
Just a kilo or two. The difference, front row. Locks and loose forward. First scrum. A good one for the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Captain Hatton shifting it nicely. Quick hands as well. Back to John Smith. Sobach in a little bit of space. Closed down very well by Stravino Jacobs. Davids. Driller Mavesere back inside to Hatton. Davids. Best to Lee Marvin Mazibuko. Hit by the Bulls props. John Smith goes for an up and under. Very well taken. Janis Potgieter using his height in those wider channels. And the Sharks have it back. Davids, skip past, Dion Slubbert, deep to Smith and very wide. He's done so well to evade that missile tackle coming from Stedman Khans.
Position is key and position is gold. Hakeem Kanene will have to replay that. Maybe a better decision was to carry that ball and recycle it. But you encourage a young player to have a go and make those mistakes, because that's how you returns from it. And that's where you can judge how. Now in match 4, the Sharks could not make any carries over the game line. They found themselves having to kick for a contestable kick. With the ball in transition, you have to maintain the position, keep it.
Can you guys sit first? Open up, please. Open up. Come in.
John Els finds Manchese, has a little juggle. This time they don't go for the maul. Multi-dimensional approach here for the Vodacom Blue Bulls, but lacking with accuracy. Here's Namataba.
Better fight from the Sharks in the defense.
Manchese. He's busy. First almost 15 minutes of this game. And in the pocket is Chamberlain. Both sides using the up and under as a weapon. Sobashe brought into some tight five, cold shoulders. Davids, Dion Slubbert.
Yeah, overdoing the work at the breakdown. Rami Rudolph diving over. Good response here. 14 minutes gone. Physical stakes is high though. What is Currie at? It's this line, he has to keep his feet. That's when he loses it. He dives over, which slows down the ball. Hard for the man who's been tackled to place the ball back. Finding himself in the wrong place, it's a penalty. This gives the Sharks an attacking position. It has to go to the kick. The kick has to be accurate. Try and get yourself into the 22.
You speak about some of the youngsters. Kobani, as Dylan Smith getting a little bit of attention there. But it is quite exciting. Take a look at all the fans that have come out here too. Fortress Loftus Versfeld, for instance. And speaking of youngsters, JP Peterson saying if you're good enough, you're old enough. And he was 19 years old when he made his Carling Currie Cup debut.
Yeah, I remember that. Played against the West Leopards. He just kept on calling his number, just giving him skip 2 all the time. He kept on running. He scored 4 tries that game. I think on the 5th run, he told me he was tired. I said, come on, it's working. We keep on doing it. That's how you encourage young players. You give them the chance, you give them the opportunity, you back them up. And the only way they're going to learn is by being there and making those mistakes.
Hollywoodbets Sharks line-out in the Blue Bulls 22. That's a missed throw, Bryce Calvert.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one.
On the outside shoulder. Still on the outside shoulder.
If it was a spinner, I think a spinner will be happy with that.
So
The way that he sort of started on line and then sort of faded away. That's a pressure. It's easy to do it at training when there's not much pressure. When you have to execute to make sure that the team can get going. And for the Bulls, they've got Marvin Ory, Manjezi, experienced locks. They know how to compete. They know how to put the pressure to a young man.
Just keep this.
That's a disappointing thing because that's a piece. That's how the Sharks can launch themselves back into this game. But now, for the Bulls, how do they use this possession?
Hollywoodbets Sharks have been in the Vodacom Blue Bulls half, just 26%. So far in this fixture.
It's gone. I think the Sharks should take a bit of encouragement from what they just did there. First scrum of the game.
So there was no forward dominance, straight to the sideways.
Marvin noticed Traden Russell just now coming back to South Africa, moving his weight into that scrum. Important for players that are around him. Patukiani, Bryce Calvert. And how amazing it is for Dinamo Rosario Sables into the World Cup in 2027. Congratulations to all the Zimbabweans listening. Come on, Sadek. It's coming home.
Yep, how exciting it would be if Namibia make it as well. 3 African sides in the 2027 Rugby World Cup. So, the chip and chase. Hakim Kunene collects nicely. Pick and go. Corner route, generating quick ball with this carry. Andre Rudolph
getting more positive plays now. The Bulls are being the ill-disciplined, keeping the Sharks in the game, but you can see the excitement. The players have known now it doesn't get any harder than what it has been in the first 14, 18 minutes of this game. This young man is going to stop growing the leg.
Massive moment here now for the Hollywoodbets Sharks.
Tackle was strong. Good carry from Ra. Nowhere to be playing that ball there. Never release the man. Have to show clear release from Shark Rudolph. Gives the Sharks a 22 entry for the first time in this game. Momentum change. 20 minutes is almost up the first quarter.
Can't find his jumpers. Good contest there from Sintu Manjezi. Struggling with the line-outs, the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Opportunity lost there. Here's Andre Rudolph for the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Still inside.
Still inside their 22. Berger. Finds touch.
Oh, this is massive. Bryce Calvert has to start finding his darts. Have to simplify it, changing it a bit. Taking way too long to set up. As you can see, the Sharks players, the Bulls are already setting up. knowing which part they want to contest at. The Sharks maybe going for a short man line out will help them. That way they can have less players who are jumpers contesting. Easy ball in front.
Yeah, they make sure that time. Calvert finds Run at the front. Well-worked line-out from the Hollywoodbets Sharks, but they can't control play at the ruck. The Vodacom Blue Bulls have it back. Van der Vaart with a lovely offload to Apua Janki. What a line.
Great anticipation.
Keeps the ball alive as well. Now Makaba, the captain, is there. Klopper behind the back to Van der Vaart. Skip past Smith. Here's Junior Pokomela. Slavitt. Good defense from the number 5 lock. Smith. Good ball for Berger. Lucky Van der Vaart. Cornell Barton Smith with the kick pass. Peter Chamberlain is there. Still keeping the ball alive. Playing risky rugby. That's very good handling from Janki to Chaba. And the ref has spotted something.
Sorry. I was actually hiding.
Getting the pace. But he had to slow down to his own. Call a scrum. It's been a great contest though. You have to enjoy the Harum Scarum players living it up. Trying to keep the ball alive. Look at Apua Janki in the contact. The ref was on the way. Sean Miller. Namakala seeking for that space. Most of the time, just carry on. The ref has to be somewhere on the field.
Yeah, it was interesting hearing the captain Namakaba saying, hey, Mr. Ref, I was actually using you to hide there.
Well, standard. It's the best place. It's the best gap in the field. When you look up and you see a whole line that is connected and you pick up that luminous green jersey, it's an opportunity. Because he has to turn his back and open up the gap for you.
Our fans really enjoying track selections from the DJ. Quite chilly in Pretoria. Classic winter's day.
As well. No forward dominance.
Cold in the shadows.
Let's go.
Sunlight.
Let's go.
Very dry. Not bad conditions for some rugby.
It's beautiful. This is exactly what you want. This is Currie Cup. 1st of August, 2nd of August. Best of times. You know, there's no rain. Weather's predictable here in Pretoria.
Time on. Crouch.
Fast track.
Fine.
Okay. Using me to balance.
Okay.
I'll
Just make the mark longer so there's more space.
You feel that they have enough balance on that set.
Let's go.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Vodacom Blue Bulls ball.
Use it.
Beautiful thing to see that. Steady scrum.
Very steady, huge backing, and that's quite a strong carry from Smith as well. Coming on pace, Jean-Andre Rudolph. Berger, options galore, decides to take it himself. It's Smith. Berger, Namakaba. Which play is a good one. Peter Chamberlain now with some space in the wider channels. Stravino Jacobs, Smith! Oof, that was audacious.
Yeah, everyone is pulling the rabbit out of the hat now. Starting to happen for the Bulls, being physical with the first 2 hit-ups. Zach Berger gets caught because he's trying to play and stay on top of the game line. Offloading contact. This is a great idea. It's execution. Look where Stedman Franz was. Right short off the shoulder, off the hip. A little short pass. But you have to encourage this kind of play. Currie Cup is where you want to see yourself. It's where you want to test yourself under pressure, real game time. Really best up. Never had to do that.
You were a center before. I mean, if your vision isn't good with so many different players running at different lines, can get quite tricky.
Yeah. Touching wood, yeah. 2020.
Great throw this time from Calvert. Had to be the 10 meters from the try line, the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Potgieter in contact. Davids to Jean Smith, who wasn't as deep as expected in the pocket. He's done really well considering the pressure.
And Marvin Ori scavenging, trying to make sure that he can add value to his side and put pressure on the 10. And that pressure is actually rewarded because there's not much purchase of that kick.
So enjoying 69% possession and 72% territory, the Vodacom Blue Bulls. Lineouts working nicely with the general Marvin Uri. Another one successful. Again, not going for the maul. Into the vacuum goes Andre Rudolph. He's got options. Persuasive show of the ball and wow. Incredible work by the little scrummer, Bradley Davids.
Bradley Davids saves the day, but what a set from the Bulls. What makes this move work is how they varied the options from this line-out play. The attack was first the driving maul. The second one was straight up the guts. They go through the vacuum with Andre Rudolph. Had a Puek Yankee on his outside. Decided to go for the dummy, and it was an audacious one.
Let's go, please.
The Sharks are staying in the fight here, and that's what JP Peterson wants to see from his young soldiers.
It's flat. Stravino Jacobs will have time now to pick his spot, and he picks the shoulder. Young good purchase. Welcome to senior rugby, Marvin Uri.
No, leave it.
Berger, Van der Vaart, Smith shows in goals. Ripped away by Junior Pokomela. Clever play here from the loose forwards. What an impact they're having. Pokomela, Taba, and Rudolph. Lucky Van der Vaart. Chamberlain, overlap. Chris Smith decides to go himself. He'll have the legs. He'll have the strength and the composure to finish.
Oh, it's such quick ball from the racks for the Bulls. And they've got the shape right sink. James Winston Stanley, one of the coaches. Kennedy Tsima Puanomlomo just holding his composure. But Chris Smith, class here from the Bulls. The ball is so quick. Everyone is in motion going forward. Look at the link up of having two pivots. Chamberlain and Jaco van der Vaart linking up to make sure that the distribution is on point. And who else? Man with numbers on his outside and all the options going forward. Chris Smith gets the third try. It's early evening.
Peter Chamberlain looking to make it 3 out of 3. He's got it.
The physicality from the Bulls is starting to show because they're winning the collisions, and that's giving them good quick ball. And the players are running it. It's good times over tracking from Purchase. Back onto the inside off the left foot from Chris Smith. That's how you do it.
Game contestable and a great contest to tap it back for the Hollywoodbets Sharks. King Kunene to Smith. Ducks under a big hit coming in from Francois Klopper, and again unable to protect the ball. Turnover, and it's Jean Else and Namakaba working together beautifully.
One thing that Jean Smith was not privy to was that he needed to stay up and make sure that he can stay up in that fight. If he goes down to the ground, man on the ground got no rights to the ball, and Namakaba scavenging.
Five penalties given away by the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Just 3 from the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
There's a stranglehold here. Chop tackle. Look how quick it gets up. He releases the player. Because there's no one there, they already beat Lee Marvin Mazibuko on that shoulder chase. Breakdown, being menacing here, the Bulls. Just dominating everything. We're sitting on the neck. Oh, she's not that impressed.
It's not that boring.
Look at those hands from Kaba.
And it really has been an exciting brand of rugby here for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. Unfortunately, can be risky at times, as we see there with that knock-on in the Hollywoodbets Sharks 22.
Depends if you're staying into the plan and staying into what the system is supposed to be. I don't think Jean Ounce was supposed to pick and play. They needed to secure possession so that they can go again. But he did, and he welcomed a good shot from the Sharks. But you can see the Sharks, they need that energy. They understand where they are. They're away from home. Yes, it's the second game of the season. And if they can score 3 tries against us, and we had only 1 entry into the 22 in the Bulls' territory, we haven't got our line-out set properly yet. Those are the little things that they need to start having conversations about, start talking themselves into this game.
What will the decision be here for the Hollywoodbets Sharks? Scrum just in their 22. It's a good scrum. Bradley Davids finds John Smith. Good punt on it, but that's well worked. Apua Yankee showing off his skills here. Sabino Jacobs got options wide. Stedman Khan's space and time. So dangerous in these areas. The blitzball, and that is very well worked and taken by John Smith.
Brilliant.
So Bartlett scrum out. Lee Marvin Mazibuko.
Can leave him.
Slow for Bradley Davids. Kim Kunene using his right boot.
Well, there was a very slow transfer of the ball to the boot there. Something they have to look at. It's been interesting. Bradley Davids hasn't taken any responsibility and do the kicking himself, because that way you can keep the ball in front of his forwards. That ball traveling backwards 10 meters and then you kick it 20 meters. It just balances out.
Struggling to get out of their half, the Hollywoodbets Sharks. It doesn't help their cause, does it, Tobani? 2 out of 4 lineouts.
Every time I set them
Yeah,
up,
that's what
someone at
they
the
can't
back is
launch
closing the
anything.
space. So they're going to
They've
set
got
up
no
wide.
platform.
So let's get the defense right first, then I can deal with them.
They don't have any platform. That's what's difficult about them. That's why they can't maintain position and put any pressure onto the Bulls. On the other side, the Bulls just been menacing, chasing everything.
Keeping things simple and accurate. Another good line out. And Jersey and Jean Alf working nicely together. Communication comes from Berger to release. There's Chris Smith. Back towards the blind side. Lovely angle. Marvin Currie perfectly timed. Good clean from Namakaba. Here's Francois Klopper. Momentum rugby. Yaku van der Vaart with a little chip over the top. Will Chris Barron Smith get another? Referee's happy with it. So the fans.
Right, just breaching the gain line at easier, the Bulls. Marvin Currie hasn't seen a hole that big. Ever since he's been a professional, he carved out there. And then after that, it was Francois Klopper's forwards moving forward. It makes the rugby so simple and easy because you got options. Look at Kloppers, beats the man because it's a footwork. Now that ball is so quick. Jaco van der Vaart could have done anything. Apua Yankee was untouched, unmatched, no one even in front of him. 2 players chasing onto the ball. Sharks losing that physical battle, making the wrong decisions around the ruck, being exposed here.
Chamberlain makes it 4-4. That's the bonus point try as well for the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
And it's a brace. Look at this work. Players committed. Players up on top of the line. And the Bulls playing right on the gain line. It's so much easier for a 10 playing with the front foot ball. Great execution from Jaco van der Vaart.
So the Hollywoodbets Sharks will need a big 6.5 minutes here now. That's all that's left of this first half. Manjezi does well. He's been solid. That Berger goes through his processes. Executes a good box kick. Tapped back nicely by Stravino Jacobs. Jean Els is there. Berger to Jakob van der, in fact, Chamberlain with the kick pass wide up. Purejanki now with a bit of space. He's so dangerous. What a lovely pass. Expressing themselves here, the Vodacom Bulls. Back inside, Zach Berger. Finds up Purejanki. It's been so busy. Chris Smith cleans up the scraps. Well, players not playing towards the whistle, but Purejanki is. He's eager. Jakob van der Vaart. Driven backwards. Still there for the Bulls. Namakaba. Great leg drive. Smith already got two. Purejanki looking for his first. Still there for Berger. Is a little bit scrappy. Popomela handles nicely. Berger towards the short side, a little dink through, lovely touch that. Jean-Andre Rudolph picks it up. It's touch rugby right now for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. They're playing backyard rugby here, expressing themselves, using all their skills. And it's working. Berger got the penalty advantage. Peter Chamberlain.
If you look on the sharp side, it's hands on knees. They are sucking big O2 here.
Even needs to change, please.
They're so thin already. You're known to make tackles after tackles. Game line is being given easily for the Bulls. Bulls are expressing themselves. The Currie, Tino Mavasera here, as he goes for the steal, losing his footing, covering up that ball and slowing that ruck down.
So what's the plan then for your own friend and teammate JP Peterson here now for the Hollywoodbets Sharks?
Exactly. They say if the man doesn't change, you change the man. So they've been struggling with the hooking position in terms of getting their set piece. So maybe you have to make that change. If not, you have to change your tactics in your lineups. Don't go full lineup because it gives the Bulls a good contesting as they go again, marauding forward.
Yeah, and it'll be a try as well. It's Jean Els with another one. They're just so clinical in these areas. Another more try. Vodacom Blue Bulls rugby with a little bit of flair leading up to it too.
And that's what happens when you've got a good set piece, and it's a steady set piece, it's a reliable set piece. Jean Els is finding his targets, and the players are getting behind the systems of how they're going to drive him more. They're getting traction off the ground, they're getting a high lift, and look at that work. That's Marvin Ori. He is the marshal of the lineouts, marshalling those airwaves. And again now, it's just the hard work that's been done up front, and it's been a grind for the forward pack of the Sharks for making tackles to stopping driving moves. It does take a bit out of your legs.
You asking? The scoreboard is correct. Just double check that.
Peter Chamberlain challenging conversion attempt here. And he just strikes it so nicely. Made that 5 out of 5 for Chamberlain.
Well, it's going to take a lot for this young Sharks team to come back from this. At the moment, it's an envelage. It feels like as if that motion of the blue pack was back in the days when they used to be running away with games here. 35 points in the first half. They're chasing the clock.
Smith has been really accurate with his restarts, but again, Sintu Manjezi able to collect under pressure. He's done so well in this first half. But 2.5 minutes left. Berger, difficult man to read with his box kicks. Jacobs does well under it. Marvin Ori tries to keep the ball alive here now. They do have some numbers. Stedman Khans to Purejanki. Williams is in front of him. Purejanki keeps it alive, but then Jakob van der Vaart marshaled into touch.
It's just been a difficult game. The Bulls are starting to show their confidence. Went down to Cape Town last week and made it look easy. They're now at home, and their passes are starting to stick. But great defense, 2 players on one. Another scrum. Well, there's a lot that has to be talked. A lot of changes and a lot of things that the Sharks have to really find. Maybe for them kicking short from the kickoff, so something that maybe they can go a bit deeper. And that way they can get a bit of a stranglehold, trying to keep the Bulls into their own 22. At the moment, I think they've spent about 0% in their own 22.
Just that one opportunity they had in the 22 with the line out and the straight. Important that moment was, but the Hollywoodbets Sharks have another opportunity here now. Williams swings it wide to Kunene. Here's Sobache. Cuts back in. Stedman Hans is there to meet him with some aggression. Smith to Ra. Davids. Now Patu Kanyan. John Smith in the pocket, no options really attacking-wise. They just have been using this up and under tactic. This time it works nicely for them. Italy at best, it does well. And then they give away the penalty.
Just staying on top of the game here. It's a chip and chase, but up here, Donkey has been doing a bit of fat legs, but it's Buddha Chamberlain. Hakeem with the nice little step.
Yeah, shaking and baking, the youngster. Still, it's the Vodacom Blue Bulls who have front football. Stravino Jacobs, direct, so powerful in contact. Van der Vaart into Sobache there and then backwards, but no Sharks players reacting quickly enough. Stedman Hans is there for the Bulls. And Jean-Andre Rudolph will say that's quite a tiring first half. They'll be happy in the driver's seat. 5 tries for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. The Hollywoodbets Sharks just not clinical enough. And the erosive effect of so much defense showing in the last 10 minutes of this first half. So it's game 2 for the Hollywoodbets Sharks and the Vodacom Blue Bulls. It's the Carling Currie Cup. And at halftime here at the gorgeous Loftus Versfeld is the Vodacom Blue Bulls 35, Hollywoodbets Sharks 0.
Utter elation for Jordan Hendrickson and the Hollywoodbets Sharks.
So welcome back. It's halftime here at the Fortress Loftus Versfeld, where the Vodacom Blue Bulls have strong-armed the Hollywoodbets Sharks. It's 35 points to 0, 5 tries to the Bulls. And this was some of the action in that first half. Classic Vodacom Blue Bulls rugby, using the maul. Very good technique there, and it was Jean-Els with the finish.
Oh, it's just been bludgeoning. It's been the physicality of the Bulls pack. That was in the 3rd minute of the game. Jean-Els got his first try. It was the first visit of the Bulls into that, and the intensity and the way that they were so well structured. And to take it to the heart and going straight where the heavies of the Sharks are, to go score a try in the front with a maul drive. That was an intent. That was a statement being put down, but it's the players like Sintu Manjesi who've just been staying on top of the game line with Dylan Smith, the pick and go. Easy does it like that. That was the second time they got a visit into the 22. So they forward pack had to make sure that they can get the exciting backs on the outside, running things back. They had to do the hard work, rolled up their sleeves.
Here's some of that exciting play from the back line. Definitely using the momentum given to them by the forwards, and it was Chris Byron Smith with his first. Much to the delight of the fans who've come out, and to his head coach as well, Pue Nomlomo.
Just a quick ruck speed at the ruck for the attacking side, the Bulls. And then after that, they had numbers and players in motion. The 2 players who can pass the ball, the 10 and 15, being the distributors of the passing. And then just the work from the 12. Smith over tracking, stepping off with his left foot.
Stop,
just another work again. Marvin Ory breaks the line, and then after that line, it was Jaco van der Vaart playing it tight. Seeing that there's no one covering up this space, exploited again for the second one. It's a brace in the first half for Chris Smith.
Working really nicely together, Jaco van der Vaart and Buddha Chamberlain. Options galore. This time the communication coming from Chris Byron Smith to get his second. Again, carbon copy of their first try. Good patience shown from the youngster, Jean Els. And they got another try here, the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Taking them up again, straight into the front. Who else? Marvin Ori raising high, and then after that, just hard work. They peel off to the front where there was no one defending, exposing that one-man player over there.
So, Kobani, take a look at some of these match statistics at halftime.
Turnovers conceded, that's something that's going to hurt. Penalties conceded. And then, if you just don't even just look at the stats, how much time does the Sharks spend into the Bulls' half? That is the difficulty that the Sharks find themselves in. They are not making the strong tackles. They're losing ball whenever they're trying to carry through the phases. And their discipline has been punished with all these tries. 70% of the game being played in the Bulls' half. Look at that. 53 or 18% into your own 22. You concede points like that, it takes the soul out of you.
So, coming up in the month of August, the Castle Lager Rugby Championship, just in 2 weeks. Who can wait for that? It is the Springboks against Australia at 5 p.m. on the 16th. A week later at 5:10, they take on Australia in Game 2, and then Argentina on the 27th of September. Big win for the Wallabies, by the way, today against the British and Irish Lions.
Told you it was never going to be a Grand Slam / no wins. Come on, the Aussies. Southern Hemisphere stands up.
For Jordan Hendrickson and the Hollywoodbets Sharks.
So welcome back. It's the Fortress Loftus Versfeld. First game here at this prestigious stadium. And at halftime, it's the Vodacom Blue Bulls with a 35-0 lead over the Hollywoodbets Sharks. 5 tries to 0. The fans have been on their feet. It's been a multi-dimensional, very exciting approach from Piwe Nomlomo and his troops. For JP Peterson, maybe a little bit nerve-wracking. He does have a lot of changes from round 1. It will be so interesting to see if a lot of those debutants get an opportunity off of the bench. And, well, look at how excited some of those youngsters are. Why? Well, because there's some junior Springboks on the bench as well. We've got 3, Esetum Nebelele, Ruan Swart and JJ Turon for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. And for JP Peterson and the Hollywoodbets Sharks, a couple of stars already on the pitch. Jaco Williams, but just not seeing too much action.
No, not too much action. But just looking at what Piwe Nomlomo did last week, on the 64th minute, he brought on his own bomb squad.
Will we see a bit of that? Sintu Manjezi continues to be clinical with his handling and taking those restarts from Jean Smith, who's been quite accurate. Again, Corne Rao gets his timing wrong on Zach Berger. That was not the right option from the scrum half. Hollywoodbets Sharks have it. Lee Marvin Mazibuko to Kunene. Jean Smith swarmed by blue jerseys. Already been some early changes. It is Johnny Rasmus who's come on for Francois Proper. And also, hopefully not because of an injury, Apiwe Gyanki comes off for Cornell Smith. He looked really good, Gyanki. Hollywoodbets Sharks holding on to possession. That will be one of the key factors would have concerned JP Peterson, how they were unable to hold on to possession, cause any real problems for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. There's another up and under. Well taken by Peter Chamberlain. Continues his fine form from round 1, being the player of the match.
Advantage, stay inside.
The Vodacom Blue Bulls took on DHL Western Province. Had the advantage here. Naku van der Walt. He's got a free play. It's a lovely kick pass to Stedman Khans. Stepped inside. Zach Berger. Naku van der Walt, skip past Manjes. Good hit from Nick Hatton. Berg with a little chip over the top. The call comes from Peter Chamberlain. What a game he's having. What a Carling Currie Cup Chamberlain is having. Chip and chase. He's collected it. He's on fire. Puts it on a silver platter for Zach Berger. Needed more support. Smith does really well. First touch from Erasmus. Keeping it in the trenches. The Vodacom Blue Bulls, Jean Els. Big tackle fight. It's there for Borger. Smashed, no look pass to Jakob van der Walt. Flat on to Sandro Rudolph in the corner.
Oh, it's an exhibition here with the Bulls. But they make bad mistakes, they turn over the ball, they give it to the Sharks, but as the harassing of that breakdown, that they win the ball back. And Sandro Rudolph out on the edges, striding his way in for the try. Look at this passing. This is good skill set. Nice. Let it go. It's a hot potato. And after that, numbers to burn. Just brilliant work from the Bulls without the ball and with the ball. Just the way that they impose their will into this game. The Sharks, they have it tough. They got 20-year-olds to come off the bench. To a marauding Bull side that is looking at them, licking their lips. That turns like fire here.
So first attempt from Jakob van der Walt, and he doesn't get it right. First missed conversion attempt from the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Just brilliant work. The work that was done, the hands, the transfer, the ball transfer, putting the ball and let the ball beat the man. Great work from Chris Smith. Jakob van der Walt, nowhere to be found was the defense of the Sharks. And at the moment, I don't think anyone on that bench, the 19-year-olds, are looking forward to this.
I think you'll be calling Chris Barron-Smith and inviting him to your touch rugby side for Sunday touch.
I should try me on the golf course.
John Smith, another accurate restart. So accurate, Sintu Manjezi can't take it this time. Taken by Bester. Cornera with the pick and go. They're in the 22. This is a rare moment for the Hollywoodbets Sharks in this fixture. Masibuko. Davids. Kunene. No. Heavyweight set the target. Hollywoodbets Sharks still have it. Now John Smith, direct. They need to give the pivots more options. Calvert. Davids. Patu Kanyana. Davids to Yanko Purchase, who's big and strong. Good inside pass to Kunene. Still there for the Sharks. Jean Smith with the kick pass. And almost getting it was the debutant Jaco Williams, but again, good defense from Smith.
Brilliant defense from the Bulls, but this is good. That's encouraging for the Sharks. They're getting some good momentum. The forward pack is carrying the ball. That gives them energy. It's hard to be defending all the time. And once when you get the ball, you want to show some energy, and that's what they've done. At least they had something to show the good contestable kick that they kicked from the kickoff and retained. And Lily Bester, unfortunate for the outside centre that he doesn't have much ball on the front foot, because you can see what a talent he is.
Loving life at Loftus fans, friends. What a memorable year it's been for the Loftus faithful. Good performances in the URC, making the semi-finals last year of the Currie Cup, and well, they look like pace setters here. All smiles, maybe a little bit of concern. What could that concern be, Bob?
Camouflage, maybe looking for some game in the shootout.
Yeah, it's been very exciting, some of the youngsters, and as you mentioned, Giovanni, JP Peterson, it's tough for him, but he was 19 when he made his debut, as mentioned. 20 years old, made his Springbok debut, and just a year later, 21, he was lifting a World Cup.
The best thing for the Sharks is that they know what they've got, and these players, this is their time to launch their professional rugby careers, and it's the fight that you want to see from them. Yes, they're up against it now, time and tide will turn, and they just have to keep the faith in their systems and what they're trying to improve. And then once it starts working out for them, these players, we're going to see some big bowlers here.
Time on. Time off.
But you have to start from somewhere. And if this is it, getting 40 points in the high felt, getting 80 points in the high felt in 2 weekends. And that's the standard that has been set up in the Currie Cup. When you come over here, you have to come and show a bit of fight, and you have to make sure that you contest every facet of the game. Physicality, you're South African, we're born with it.
Maybe haven't seen the physicality you speak of, Obani, from the Hollywoodbets Sharks just yet in this fixture. Got big youngster Yanku Purchase at inside centre. Short time this time.
That's an easy exit. So easy exit. You work so hard to find yourself into the 22 of the Bulls. And you just give him an easy exit like that. You're chasing that scrum. The Bulls would have kicked that ball out. Maybe get a bit of possession within the half.
Stravino Jacobs uses his left boot, allows that angle to be a little bit better.
Come on.
Oh, he's got a massive quad. He just put his quads through it. It's an early push from the Sharks. You can see how hard they're working from the loose head side. Just had to show a bit of patience.
It looks like that is probably one of their big positives here, the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Maybe in the second half they're looking to challenge the Vodacom Blue Bulls a bit more.
Advantage knockout.
Now they're struggling with the line out. They can't manage any attacks.
Another turnover. Jando Rudolph being a bit creative there. He did have the advantage.
Yeah, it's off the script of this thing. But he can't take that decision making away from the player. Sees a bit of space.
Sorry. It looked like they were going to gather the ball.
It's not convincing. You can argue there that it was a contest in the air, playing the plan there.
Well, I think that was just perfect from Sintu Manchezi, one of the standout performers here. A lot of pressure on Corneral and Dion Slabbert. So much experience between Sintu Manchezi and Marvin Uri. Played all around the world. And what it's showing here with the way they've been able to control and dominate the lineouts. That was an excellent contest from Sintu Manchezi. Just on the edge of the law.
Yeah, just on the edge. That's why I said it was a contest, because they both got their hands onto the ball. Wise Calder, something he has to work on. His line-up throw, just the way that he spins the ball, somewhere in between there, he has to find a way where he can have more accuracy to give himself more time. Something to learn. He's young.
Crouch! Fine!
Surprised they haven't gone for short lineouts.
Sit!
So scrum, big arm wrestle in that facet of the game. The Vodacom Blue Bulls have done well. Smith to Stravino Jacobs, early burst of pace. Very powerful off the mark. Oh, persuasive shot of the ball. Jacobs will go all the way. What an awesome, incredible individual effort.
Oh, Stravino Jacobs on full flight is a thing of beauty. Oh, he's dangerous. He can run over you, run around you, step you. He's just a threat. And when he's coming at that full tilt, but this is great execution of the plan. Look at the work that is done there by Cornell Smith. He can't play in the centers, but over-tracking from Sabatli. No, it's just youngster, where are you? It's not in the 20s anymore. Yaka Williams will learn. It's either you're going to take a dummy or you're going to get run over. Which one would you go for?
Easy choice. So dangerous, Stravino Jacobs, especially when he's coming at full tilt. So Peter Chamberlain, who's on 5 out of 5, returns to the kicking duties and, yep, continues where he left off. 6 out of 6 for Chamberlain.
That's great work here. Stravino Jacobs, look at the confidence of the man. He just carries on because he knows he's got options, keeps that ball in 2 hands, has to have you guess it. And after that, he just cracks on the jet. This is beautiful work. Over-tracking from the defense, step onto the inside shoulder, and again the inside shoulder because there's no body weight behind that.
Challenging restart from Jean Smith, and Sintuman Jezi done well again.
Brilliant from the set piece.
Stephen Nell on the pitch now. Substitute to the scrum of Zach
Good
Berger.
contest. Stay inside. Use it.
First box kick for the youngster now.
Advantage. Knock on.
Knocked on by the
Advantage
Hollywood Bet
over.
shots. Another great contest from Stravino Jacobs, and now they've identified some space behind the back three. Smith is after it. Smith gets it. What a kick chase.
Brilliant work from Yaku Williams. That's why you win an Under-20 World Cup. That's because you know what you are supposed to do when you've got that opportunity. Stays in that fight. Canal Smith's got no rights on the ground. Stays up on his feet and he goes for the ball. Intentional and deliberate. Well done, young man.
On the 5.
That's the fight. These are the players we're going to see in the future.
So Jean Smith tries to get as much meterage, as much yardage on that to get out of their 22. To launch an attack from deep, the Hollywoodbets Sharks. Excellent defense from the debutant Yaku Williams.
A short line out, about time.
Bryce Calvert, this one works nicely. Dion Slabbert beating the Vodacom Blue Bulls line-out contesters with good movement on the ground. It's the benefit of a short line-out. Here's Ra. Debutant JJ Tyrone, junior Springbok star, comes on for Captain Courageous Namakaba.
Advantage.
Will also be Dylan Smith coming on for another debutant, Ruan Swart.
Advantage over.
With the confirmation of the scrum of substitute. Hollywoodbets Sharks
Advantage.
looked almost like a counter-attacking opportunity, but again, handling not good. And what a moment this is for Esetu Nebelele, who's come on as well for Jean-Ernst. Here's Jacob van der Walt breaking through tackles. He's got P.A. van Niekerk on his right. Jean-Ray Rudolph, always there, always on time. Patrick Hero! What a time he's having in Pretoria. It's Rudolph.
Great spot from Jacob van der Walt, a dog leg. Will be catching up defense, not making that lineup. And Van der Walt with another line break. Look at this. Look at the work that has been done here. Lee Marvin trying to catch up on the inside shoulder of Smith. That was exposed because Smith had left him no connection on defense. Look at the work that's done though. Support play, numbers, it's all looking blue supporting that rugby ball. As you go through, we all go through.
Can we get the numbers along so that Irish can get them off? So.
Right in front of the posts. And the shot clock
Hoeveel het dan?
was just 10 seconds too early there on the graphic.
That's brilliant work. It's from a turnover ball that there was that disconnect on the defense, but the work off the ball, that's what you get for. You get a reward for working off the ball. When a player breaks, you make sure that you get behind them, and that the Bulls have executed their basics well. All the changes done here by JP Peterson, giving these youngsters a chance and a taste of what the fortress is all about.
And what a moment it is indeed. Jacques Marais comes on, Albi Bester, debutant comes on, Matt Ramau, and the 20 jumper comes on too.
Vusi Moyo, right in number 10, top point scorer in the Junior World Cup. Gets the chance to set it off and he goes deep. It's a tactic I thought that they should be used on the whole time.
Good restart from Moyo, an awkward one for Hakim Kunene to take. And well, it's just not going right for the Hollywoodbets Sharks, is it?
It does. Should be something that As Erasmus used to say, once you're having a howler, it feels as if the ball is starting to chase and follow you.
I'll take another one, please.
So, everyone waiting in anticipation for what these young superstars can do. The probably biggest challenge of their careers so far, playing senior rugby in one of the most prestigious, oldest domestic competitions in the world.
Yeah, it's time to pay your school fees. This is it. Cut your teeth. If you want to play big rugby, you have to get it in. Currie Cup is what it is. It's a challenge. That's important for the country. It's our heritage cup.
Currie Cup be very memorable for a couple of these youngsters. Simpiwe Vusimoyo on debut scored 13 points in that final 23-15 win over New Zealand for the junior Springboks.
Fine!
Vusimoyo is not a small kid. 90 kilograms, pure muscle.
Advantage.
Good momentum at the scrum for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. At pace, Trevino Jacobs, Bester had to be brave. Now to the short side, Chandre Rudolph, the way he runs his lines. Something awesome to watch on jersey. The knock-on, but the Vodacom Blue Bulls didn't have the penalty advantage.
Something Stephen now, the scrum half has to look at. A sympathetic pass to, I thought, but you're under pressure and the ball is fizzing right into your arms. It's never easy. That's from the scrum dominance, a set piece. That's a welcome to big boy rugby here for the youngsters. Players like Dion Hennis, Simpiwe Ngobese, Jacques Marais. They feel the heat that's been brought in by Ruan Swat, the loose head. Bulls have been ruthless though. You have to mention that.
Yeah, it's been sort of a classic, traditional approach. Vodacom Blue Bulls rugby, very forward-orientated, but it's been so exciting to see the backs get in on the action.
Yeah, no, I mean, the game plan you can see is evolving. It has been evolved. We've seen it in the last few years. You don't make it to 3 URC finals playing one-pass rugby. You have to ask questions. Now the Sharks 15 here, struggling. The fans are loving it. It's been an outstanding atmosphere here. What a Saturday night it is in Pretoria. Ooh, the Bulls faithful.
Yeah, something special. Fortress Loftus felt, especially when the Vodacom Blue Bulls are winning. It will be the first throw here now for Esetu Nebelele.
I understand that they find out, but you have to get into the line.
Not going to see the rest of the game as he seems to have done himself a mischief. His arm is wrapped up.
First throw's a good throw. Dylan Teliu, former Western Province juniors on the pitch as well for Marvin. Oh, great hands. Savino Jacobs to Peter Chamberlain. Peter Chamberlain pops it. Great take. Smith. Skills galore.
Well, it's a strike from set piece. And what they've done well is pull out players off their line and make sure that defensively the Sharks have to make the decisions. That created opportunity onto the edges. Look at this work. Look at the centers getting pulled into making decisions. And that is where the space was created. And Peter Chamberlain takes it on to draw two-man and a take from Cornell Smith. That's a superb finish. That's a brilliant execution. If you have to be nitpicking, maybe Butter should have put the ball in front of the man. But with the try, nothing to see here.
He's been exceptional, Peter Chamberlain. And that's his first miss here this evening. What a try by Smith.
It's great work. Look at the linking up again from Stravino Jacobs, putting himself to be an extra man, and the pickup from Cornell Smith. Superb.
All smiles, not just the fans enjoying an awesome atmosphere at Loftus Versfeld, players as well. And for the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15, it will be Moyo with the restart. Again, just over Sintu Manchezi, but unable to collect anyone's ball. Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 ball.
Best opportunity into the attacking zone in the last quarter as we get into it. It'll be important for the Sharks to take something out of this performance with this last 20 minutes. And to all those youngsters, as they conjure together, they're figuring it out on how they're going to set up this attack. Just fighting better from their side. Yano Everson.
Making a good impact off the bench. The Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 front rowers. Albie Bester introduces himself into senior rugby, and that's how to do it. There's the aggression Kobani Bobo wanted to see.
Has held up in the tackle. Jaco van der Walt will know all about it. Albie Bester. He is proper.
I wasn't that time just now.
Oh, it is. There's a decent young man. Yes.
He comes on for Janku Purchase, former Happy's youngster. There'll be John Slavitt coming on for Gideon Buchlenberg, who started last week. Janus Botgitter, as mentioned, replaced by Matt Ramau on debut. I thought we would have seen more of that with Purchase at inside centre. Albie Bester, such a strong carrier, the same as Purchase. That's his first touch, it works.
Yeah, it's a combination. Moyo knows exactly what he does. They play together in the junior levels, and again another penalty and another easy exit for the Bulls. And they're going to retain possession if they kick it out. Now looking for the space.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's excellent. Stephen now.
Oh, ball on the string. Cornell Smith wants to play quick.
It's great to see as well the Vodacom Blue Bulls not playing in a complacent manner, still trying to chase the game, trying to stay on top of the game, in your words.
I mentioned that they wanted to make a statement. They want to come back home and show this faithful what they are all about. There has been some contentious thing that has happened over between the UFC and now the Currie Cup. But it's up to the players, it's up to the performance to show to the crowd what it means to have that blue jersey on your shoulders.
Here comes a wave of blue once more. Peter Chamberlain overlaps Stravino Jacobs. He'll be hard to stop. Too hard to stop.
Stepped out.
Albie Bester. Big man on big man.
Oh, stepped out there.
Checked up.
Sean, the play is clearly touching goal prior to the ball being grounded.
Goal line drop up.
That's correct.
No try. Players touching
Never
goal.
as a winger take the ball
line
out.
drop up.
That's a turnover. It's bad finishing. You have to. Chesney Colby missed that try. This is the work. You see all the players coming down. You have to go a bit lower here. You have to go a bit lower, get that try. You have to be that person who finishes try every time in a chance and opportunity like that. That's something that he has to work on.
That's a try-saving effort from the debutant Albie Bester. We've already seen what he can do on attack. Looking the part. Again, some positives coming through these big games for JP Peterson and his youngsters. There's Esetu Nebelele, shining for the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Putting one on his teammate and his schoolmate, former schoolmate too.
You said it, they know each other. Vodacom Blue Bulls, still hungry for tries. There's Juan Swart. It's ripped away from him, and it's Gideon Buchlenberg. But Stephen Nell is there. He's been really good, Stephen. Now, here's Ron Swart, another debutant. Stedman Khaas at first receiver. Big hit from Matt Ramau. And they get the penalty as well. The Hollywoodbets Sharks 15.
Oh, there's some sparks here. I think it's going to be encouraging for JP Peterson to see the fight that is still within this kid.
So an awkward kick there. Stravino Jacobs has it. We have to find the bounce. A little chip over the top. Bounces nicely for Williams. Did really well in his approach to the ball. Just outside the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15-22.
It's enough now.
Kuchenberg.
That's outside. Outside, yes. Still outside.
Everson is there at scrum half.
It's taken back.
Good box kick to Liu, trying to apply pressure. Not contestable though. Stravino Jacobs. Over Manjesi to Pokomela. Pokomela.
You're holding him in. Let the ball come.
Very slow ball. Slowed down with a few dark arts in that ruck. Trying to find Peter Chamberlain coming around the corner, but it's knocked on. Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 have it. Keanu Everson to his captain Nick Hatton. He releases Williams.
That's forward, guys.
Slightly forward.
Knock on.
Oh, let the boys play.
Marginal. Yeah, I'm sure even the Vodacom Blue Bulls fans would have been saying, let the boys play, let them express themselves. Been working really nicely for the Vodacom Blue Bulls, for the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. Some moments.
Yeah, this is the execution here. Players not getting into the system right there, just letting that ball hit someone. That's just detail. Have to run that over shoulder so that you don't get into the way. Let that man see the ball that he's going to get it. Just lacking a bit of concentration. Yes, doing the scrumming is all important, but on that default stretch of getting yourself in the right port and making sure that you're doing your job. Good scrum.
Another good one for the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. Lovely hands from Kunene to Everson. Can't find Moyle. Worked hard to recycle.
Use.
Very slow ball for Everson. Waiting for options. Kuchenberg to Rao. Done really well to get go forward. And penalty Vodacom Blue Bulls. That's happened far too often.
Who else, though? Who else? Jean-Ray Rudolph.
Yeah, when Namakaba leaves, you've always got that Jean-Ray Rudolph jackal that's lurking.
Oh, he pushes the envelope. Oh, he's on the gray areas. Man knows his rules. He interprets them differently too.
Jean-Ray Rudolph. Looking really good in a baby blue jumper, must be said, coming from the Toyota Cheetah, Jean-Ray Rudolph.
Yeah, back for his second stint here at the Bulls, and this time around it seems like he wants to make the most of it. Tackle. It's a dominance. Look again, he wins that race over the ball, and he sticks on it like an oyster on the rock.
And good support from JJ Turan as well to help him just take those hits from the counter rucks coming in. Good throw, Nebelele to Deliu.
Blue to ground, blue to ground.
That's a brilliant. They've conceded two tries in that first half from the driving maul. This time around, the Sharks don't stand back. They don't give an inch. It's frustrating the Bulls forward pack because they thought that there was an opportunity for them to get involved. See there, Jean-Marie calling out onto the boys, and they're tasting it now at the moment.
Let's just move this on. Let's just move it.
Well, when you've got 59 points against you, it's hard to see any positives. It was last 7 minutes. It's been a spark at the Sharks. been a bit of fight. They've been stopping things. They're not letting the Bulls have it their own way. Ever so much.
Another good contest with the scrum. It'll be Musamorio clears the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15's lines.
Let's go.
A little debate happening in this short lineout between Delu and Junior Pokomela. But again, the lineout works nicely for the Vodacom Blue Bulls. Chandre Rudolph changes it up, passes it inside to Smith. Now Nebelele. Driven back by his own teammate, Matt Ramau. With the corner round. He showed good fight. Great effort from the number 4 lock. Shifting it out wide. Kunene still slipping. Is to check out those blades or studs. Chamberlain will be happy with that exit.
Yeah, just making sure that he switches off the fire. Something that Vicky and Kunene will have to think about it. When you're playing in this big field and the type of stats you bring.
It is a little bit muddy-ish underfoot, Loftus Farstad. It looks really green. It's fantastic grass, a fantastic pitch, but it's known to be a little bit muddy.
It's a dew that sort of falls as it gets cold because it's such a hot day during the day. As the things sort of turned into the evening, it becomes a bit slippery now. Now you have to figure that out in terms of your preparation, what type of boots you play.
Line-out throw still not working for the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. The Vodacom Blue Bulls have it here now against the grain. Giving the ball some good air, good hands. Chamberlain to Cornell Smith. Back to Stedman Khans. Everyone's slipping now.
Counter's good, no.
Very good from the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. They've got the penalty advantage.
Yeah, it's heads in the rack.
Won the counter rack, you can't put your hands in there.
Yeah, digging in deep here, the Sharks 15 side.
Moore gets it into touch. Stephen Mel, he's looking hard as well. The reserve scrum out for the Vodacom Blue Bulls.
Yeah, he's done very well. He's come on. He hasn't missed a beat. Just been so competitive, decision-making, clear with what he wants to do.
And yes, Willem van der Heerden finds Corne Rao. They've got a penalty advantage as well. I'll be Bester. Everson identifies some space, but it's
jumping across.
Door shut in his face.
Jumping across.
Yeah. But you can see what he was thinking about there. Wanted that ball to be a bit quicker.
If you're going to compete, you have to go straight up. If you jump across, you run the risk of being penalized because you're landing on top of a player.
Simple. And Jersey goes across the line out, and that could be deemed as obstructing the play, the flow of the play. Realized there by Sean Miller. There's something interesting. It'd be interesting if JP Peterson can ask these players who they start in the next game. Themselves, like the team down.
How's about that? How's about Willem van der Heerden winning the first division Carling Currie Cup with the Nova by Griffins just a week ago?
Well, I'm saying that there's nothing better than a validation from your teammates. And everyone sort of has that buy-in. Who has taken the chance today?
Powerful philosophies there from Tobani Bobo. Nick Hatton collects at the tail, can't find driller, Mabesera on the inside, and
game of inches. There's been margins for them, but what you're starting to see from the Sharks is that there's been an energy that has been brought by the bench, and how they've got onto it. They've fought themselves into these positions. No one kicked them to this position. It was everyone's from defending their own try line from the driving mode has got them to 5 meters away from the try line. And that is a positive. It's something that they could work on in terms of how their actions and their belief and how positive influence of every positive thing that you put on and you add on to it. The captain has worked very hard, the captain. Stayed in the fight, losing calls, but it's a learning curve. And that's it. Paying your school fees.
They've had a fantastic day here. First game of the Currie Cup here at Loftus Versfeld. Always interesting to read the chirps from the youngsters in the stands. And well, how's about that for some cohesiveness, connection, you say, Kobani?
Oh, you need that. Anywhere you go, the glue of life.
This the biggest result, win in fact over with the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 by the Vodacom Blue Bulls in the past, what, almost a decade perhaps? Stand to be corrected there, but at least in the past 5 years.
We have to put it in context in terms of the experience of what this Vodacom Bull side has. How many players have been exposed to playing at UFC, even overseas. And then you have to think about these youngsters getting a chance at Loftus in Pretoria. And it's been a hostile environment, and they've been bludgeoned from minute 3. And it's been a tough one for them.
Still at it though, still fighting. Great to see. Jean-Andre Rudolph to now. Hakim Kunene. Solid, and this time he'll take on the defensive line. Can be so dangerous, tall and lanky, deceptive pace. Everson. To Rao. Willem van der Heerve. Good tackle fight from him. Puts it on a silver platter, that's offside. Everson does well. I'll be Bester.
Here advantage.
Tap and go was a quick one. Keanu Everson. He's so quick off the mark.
Look at the work from Toronto.
Incredible aggression coming from the youngsters. JJ Turon really putting his body on the line. There for Keanu Everson. Nick Hatton, a wider channel, met by his opposite number. And from the Heerve. Better from the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15.
John Blair.
Everson, Moyo, Kunene. Penalty to the Vodacom Blue Bulls, and it's another jackal. Just unable to protect the ball when they get up to that 6th, 7th phase. But an encouraging stanza of play though from the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15.
We can play. No. We're moving over. We're gonna move away from. Yeah.
One of the players getting a little bit of attention. I believe it's Tino Mabesere. I really hope he's okay. One of the more experienced players, really finding great form.
No, out of play. Let's go.
Yep, Fortress Loftus, it is bumping. The crowd is happy. They believe that the Vodacom Blue Bulls are best pace setters in the 2025 Currie Cup.
No, sorry, that was a tap.
5 minutes left here of the first game at Loftus. They are out in number and loving it. Bonus points have been achieved. Backline players are scoring tries. Let's celebrate if you're a Vodacom Blue Bulls fan. Amazing support. Sintu Manjezi gets great support from his props. Another good line out. Direct goes for Nika. Stephen Nell. hoists one up. Williams is there. Williams. Again, JJ Tehran. What a debut he's having. Not afraid of the rough and tough stuff. So the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 get a penalty in the ruck. It's against Jean-Andre Rudolph. A menace indeed, Jean-Andre Rudolph. Just doesn't stop coming. Keeps on applying pressure. That time he doesn't get it right though. Great touch finder from Moyo. Kunene picks it up nicely. Ruckus for referee Sean Miller. He's done a good job this evening. Very good with this communication to Jean-Andre Rudolph. Chosen to go for the short line out. Works nicely. Good throw from Van der Heerden. Now Albi Bester. Shifted to Ramau. Everson towards the blind. Corne Rao.
Offside, number 4.
Offside was Sintu Manchesi. Everson trying to increase the tempo. And he's just lost control, so knock on. They'll be desperate to have the last say here, the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. With all their youngsters, they definitely brought in some energy. Only scored 1 try last week against the Fidelity ADT Lions.
Let's go.
Desperate to get one here. You would think they deserve one. Been able to apply some good pressure on the Vodacom Blue Bulls. Just lacking accuracy with those finishing touches.
Crouch! Bind! What's wrong? Let's go again. Crouch! Bind! Sit!
Vodacom Blue Bulls ball. Stephen Nell feeds. Jean-Andre Rudolph takes play out of the 22. Dylan DeLew. Very good carry, good go forward. Clean ball for now. Van der Vault. Jean Erasmus. Van der Vault pushes one through, and it's again Williams and Kunene run into each other. Knock on Hollywoodbets Sharks 15, and not looking too comfortable, Williams on the ground. So quick, great reader of the game. So is that man, Hakim Kunene.
Time off.
That's really unlucky. Running into the shoulder of Kunene. Williams. Been an awesome vibe here at Loftus Versfeld. Hopefully it continues next week when they play the Airling Pumas in round 3 right here at the Fortress Loftus. So they'll be back, and they'll be very happy about that after what looks to be a massive result against the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15, champions of last year. They take on big game for them. They'll be playing at home at Hollywoodbets Kings Park in Durban against the Toyota Cheetahs. That's on the 9th of August at 5:10. With about 30 seconds on the clock, it will be the Vodacom Blue Bulls who'll have the last say here. Unless the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 can get it back.
Bind! Sit! Second.
penalty for the Blue Bulls. Jaco van der Walt to Stedman Gans. Stedman Gans wants to attack. He's running to Albie Bester, but Smith is there in support. It's there for now. Nebelele. Now, wider to Deliu. Jaco van der Walt flicks his wrist. Great pass from Van Niekerk out wide. JJ Turan with a little goosey. Fends off Williams. Look at the pace from the long man. He'll finish in the corner. What a game. What a debut. Vodacom Blue Bulls is JJ Turan. Look out for this youngster. Big and strong. Started with good carries on that blind side, and then they just play coast-to-coast rugby. Lovely pass from Van Niekerk. It's unselfish. Under pressure, JJ Turan gets past Williams, too strong. And then those tall, lanky legs, those strides, get him down in the corner. All smiles. You're a Vodacom Blue Bulls supporter. That's the kind of evening you're having. Massive win against the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. And it's that man who had the good pass, Van Niekerk. Conversion attempt. Can't put the cherry on top. But in round 2 here, it is the Vodacom Blue Bulls who have triumphed emphatically over a very young Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. JP Peterson will be happy to take a few positives, especially in the last 20 minutes when the bench came on. Playing in this game, they had 7 debutants, 5 of them on the bench. They'll be really happy they got to experience what was a traditional Fortress Loftus Versfeld with the fans coming out in number. The Vodacom Blue Bulls, Piwe Nomlomo, will be very happy with an accurate performance. Jandre Rudolph, great performance from him, perhaps player of the match. High fives. The Hollywoodbets Sharks didn't go away, but the Vodacom Blue Bulls from the get-go, using their maul to set the foundation, using their forwards to set a solid foundation, and the backline had the luxury to express themselves. You saw some fantastic skills from Cornell Smith to finish. The usual suspect, Chris Braden-Smith, was fantastic, and how strong was Stravino Jacobs, who also had a little show and goal, scoring a try. Sintu Manchezi was very good, really enjoying the experience of so many of these players. Pico Sobahle remains the only try scorer for the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15. Line-out dominance from Sintu Manchezi was very good as well, just taking away any options for the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15 to set a platform to attack. And so, at full time here at the Fortress Loftus Versfeld, is the Vodacom Blue Bulls with 10 tries, 64 over the Hollywoodbets Sharks 15, 0.
Sales manager, via all the SAB manager, brand manager, will hand over the Currie Cup medal to our man of the match and our player of the match, Jandre Rudolph. Jandre, if you can get a bit closer to me, was that the performance you guys were looking for?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, we wanted a solid performance. First of all, it's our first game at home, so we want to make the crowd proud, but also to follow up on last week's good performance.
There seems a lot of intensity in the way that you took the game on. You never let off from the first minute.
Yeah, I think so. It helps if we've got a couple of young guys in the team who are still eager and going at it, keep us all guys on our toes. So yeah, it was a solid performance by the boys.
You were mentioning it to me that you feel even younger now, the way that you've been going around, a hat trick and a few turnover balls and really contributing to a team performance.
Yeah, I think so. The players around me makes it easy for me to do my job. I don't have to worry about them doing their jobs. I can just focus on what I need to do. So yeah, all credit to the boys.
Congratulations and well done for this game.
Thanks, Bob. Sam. Cheers.
Nick, a very tough lessons, mentioning it up on commentary that it's paying school fees time at the moment.
Yeah, I think we don't want anyone to feel sorry for ourselves. That was really tough to take. I think credit to the Bulls. They played in the right areas. They dominated the game, and yeah, we got a tough lesson.
Talk about the way that they went about it. Physically, they really seem to be just a step ahead. What would you take from that last 20 minutes in terms of positives of the team fighting yourself back into this game?
I think obviously the bench, a lot of young guys showed some fight towards the end, but I think, yeah, like you said, we got outdone physically, which was really disappointing for us. We wanted to stand up today and put a better performance physically, but like you said, the Bulls were a step ahead physically, which is really disappointing to take.
It must mean a lot for you just wearing that jersey and just looking forward to this season. What would you say there for the other faithful, the Sharks faithful?
No, I think it's a privilege to wear this jersey, and I think we're not doing the bad justice at the moment, but yeah, we're going to pick ourselves up. We don't want anyone feeling sorry for ourselves. We're going to do what we need to do, and we're definitely going to stay in the fight, and all we can promise that we're going to keep fighting.
Commiseration, best of luck for the next one.
Cheers, thank you. Thanks.
It's too far. I can't.
Nama, a good start at home, a very deserved sort of victory. What would you say was the platform for this game?
Yeah, first and foremost, Bobs, I just want to say thank you to everyone who came out tonight at Loftus. Yeah, it really spurred us on, so we appreciate the support. And yeah, just in the context of last week, I think we started well, and then we sort of slowed down in the mid-20s, so you know, we always want to strive for perfection, but yeah, it's unrealistic to get there. So I think tonight's performance was excellent. I think we managed, obviously, the first 20 well, that was according to the plan, and also the mid-40s, just to put them to the sword. So yeah, I'm very proud of the guys.
I mean, from the lineouts, your breakdown work, everyone really hands on the pump.
Yeah, I think maybe breakdowns are something we have to look at. I think they put us a bit under pressure there, but you know, with the set piece, everything, you know, coming with the backs, I think it was very good. So yeah, I can't really complain about much, but yeah, as you know, a week is a long time in rugby, and we're just going to go back and look to build on this.
Congratulations on a good start for your season.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tobani.
No, because